CYN_lady said, "There's my girl."
What's up, lady? Thanks for joining the stream.
Said,
just getting started.
"There's my girl."
What's up, lady? Thanks for joining the stream.
Said,
just getting started.
"There's my girl."
What's up, lady? Thanks for joining the stream. just getting started.
X_Devil's Reaper said, "Hi babe."
Hey, Devil's Reaper.
X_Devil's
I thought you were
Reaper
streaming.
said, "Hi babe."
Good morning and welcome to the TipsyTrixie Takeover. I'm doing an interview today with a special person across the seas. I gotta switch over my audio real quick because it's echoing.
CYN_lady
Hang on.
said, "I love you girl. I'm gonna keep you on mute on my desk and rewatch later."
Hey, sounds good. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna keep you on mute on my desk and rewatch later.
Hey, sounds good. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna keep you on mute on my desk.
All right. Hey, sounds good. I'm down for that. All right. All right, so I just want to share with you guys, I'm going to be live on Facebook and Twitch currently. I'm going to be interviewing our lovely morning streamer for those in the U.S. And weekends as well. I know Pop One Baby likes this one in particular. I don't know if it's the lovely accent or it's just the gameplay, but he prefers this particular streamer because I don't know why. Maybe when he's older and he can talk, I can ask him. But thank you for joining. I just want to say that we're here in the beautiful city of Population 1 near Metropolis, but today we're over by Complex. And today we are interviewing the lovely Bucefalo. What is up? Good morning. Hello and good afternoon.
Good morning.
Bucefalo.
Good morning and good afternoon. Hello. How's it going?
It's going great for me. How about you?
Good afternoon. Hello. All good, thanks.
Awesome. Well, let's see here. We're going to go through a series of questions, and I've got to first fix my audio because it's echoing in my ears, so hang on real quick.
All right. No
It's going
problem.
crazy. In my ears, so hang on real quick. This is a new one. Here we go. There we go. I think I figured it out.
Wait.
Oh, so much better. So much better. Whew, now I don't feel like I'm going crazy.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, Bucefalo, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Sonia765.
Yes, Bucefalo actually
Beautiful.
is the right pronunciation.
I can hear the echo.
And it's funny because I've been called in many ways, and it's always entertaining to myself.
Sonia765.
The most funny and cute,
said,
I would say, it's Agony
much
Pain
better.
that called me Bucefalo. I always say that because it's the
Uh-huh,
cutest
uh-huh.
way.
Yep.
It's totally wrong, obviously, but it's funny to hear that. And then, well, people call me Buse, Buffalo,
Bucefalo,
Rome,
Buffalo. I've heard that one. Yep.
yes, many
And for
ways.
those that are just they just don't want to try, they just call you Rome.
Well, right now I'm so used to Rome or Buffalo or Buse or whatever. So even
Yep.
Bucefalo. So
The easiest way that I remembered it was butcher and buffalo put together, so it's like Bucefalo. And then I was able to
that's
remember
right.
it. Yeah. So I went with butcher, buffalo, and smashed them together.
yeah.
Well,
That's good. That's good. It's a nice way to remember a name, how to pronounce it. Sure.
and that's usually how I remember most things, is I have to kind of name, like pick different things that remind me, and yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay. Nice.
most importantly, we are here to interview you, find out a little bit about yourself and your Pop One experience, your knowledge, your background, and I'm going to get towards the end. We'll get to the questions about your setup, but I also want to talk about your merch store and a few things that you really have going that others don't, and I think that that's important. So it draws the attention of maybe somebody who hasn't watched you before. They can come and join and check it out. So the most important part of this stream is to let everybody know where we can find you online. Can you tell us?
Sure. Well, basically, I started from Twitch because actually it was something new, at least for me in Italy, because I never heard of him like 2 years ago. So it was something totally new. And then I saw people streaming the gaming and everything, and I was like, wow. And at the same moment, I was like, why? I didn't get the point at the beginning. So I started from Twitch, and then I moved also to Facebook because I saw actually, even though Facebook gaming it's more recent, I saw a little bit more of opportunities compared to Twitch. But in the same way, Twitch has more potential because Twitch is more interactive with your users. So you can,
Johnny
if you
Bitcoin
spend time and set up everything, you have much more to
Rome.
give to the user on Twitch compared to Facebook.
Yep.
But Facebook has a wider amount of people, so you can really reach everywhere. So, you know, there is a little bit here, a little bit there. And then recently I've been starting also on TikTok, but not streaming yet because I still didn't reach the 1,000 followers.
Okay.
So those watching, go. TikTok.
Where can we find you on TikTok? What is the name that we're looking for?
It's always bucefalo.rom. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, ready for some pretty simple questions first? We'll do the easy ones. Okay,
All right.
Where are you located?
I'm located in Rome, Italy, which is the capital of Italy. And well, I was born here. I've been living here all my life. And obviously, well, I love to travel. So I mean, Rome, it's the base. But whenever I can, for sure, I will travel around the world, especially Asia, which is the part of the world that fascinates myself much more.
Okay. Outside of playing this game, do you want to share with us what you do for a living?
Yes, I work in the tourism in Rome Airport. I'm a flight manager over there. Just after the COVID, we had many problems, and right now also we're having some problems, so there is less work somehow, even though it's been increasing again. And well,
Captain Caldwell VR
I've been working with tourism anyway all my
I
life.
always call him Rome on my stream,
Since I started to
LOL.
work, it was almost always related with tourism because Rome is very famous as a touristic city.
Okay.
So, you know, there are all kind of opportunities on that kind of field.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Some simple Pop One questions.
Yes.
Bucefalo, when did you start playing Pop One?
So it was at the real begin because I bought the game 2 weeks after it was released. And in these days, it's almost 2 years anniversary. So I'm also doing this skin vote, skin contest to see which one the people appreciate the most. So I bought it 2 weeks after it was released. And well, the first days I just didn't play it at all. I don't know why. I just bought it and it was there, you know, taking some dust. Then I started to play it, but I didn't get the point that I had to kill some people. All I was doing was gliding everywhere, climbing,
flying.
You know?
Yeah. Enjoying the scenery.
The first 2 months, I didn't know even if I had to kill someone, but probably I was funny for others because they would kill me so easily and they would enjoy it somehow, I'm sure of it.
Awesome.
But it was fascinating for that because, you know, you are in a virtual world. You can fly, you can climb, you can see everywhere. And also, I mean, look at the sky. This kind of sky, the sky is exactly the sky that I've been always loving in all my life. And it's where there are those little clouds separated from each other and the blue sky. So it's like they knew that I love this kind of sky, you know?
Yep, and it's nice and warm here. Oh, maybe that's just my headset.
It's always beautiful.
This name. Let's talk about Bucefalo. Where did you come up with that name? What does it mean to you?
So I'm always been fascinated by the history and by the legendary people of the history. In this case, is Alexander the Great, which
Sonia
was one of the first
765
to explore the world,
said,
and I love to explore
LOL.
as much as I can when I travel. And Alexander the Great, the legend say that he wouldn't be so great if he wouldn't have Bucefalo, which is the legendary horse of Alexander the Great.
Oh, that's your okay. That's your logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And Bucefalo was a super powerful horse, but not a horse that everybody could mount. So they chosen each other, they trusted each other, and only together they became this super power of the ancient world. And so this story always fascinated me so much that I've always been connected. Even though I wouldn't say I'm a horse lover, I'm not. I mean, it probably is one of the few animals that I didn't study too much or that didn't care too much. But the story behind Alexander the Great, the Bucefalo, it's so fascinating that it's like bringing this power inside when I hear it.
Well, I'm glad I asked because I was always curious, and now that all kind of fits together because your logo is that beautiful horse, your name, and everything. Now I kind of get it. So thank you. And I appreciate history as well. I love Greek mythology and things like that and the stories that kind of go together with them. So I appreciate it just a little more now. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What level are you currently?
Last time I checked, I was 62, in the middle of 62.
Okay.
So it will take at least 3 more months of playing to reach
Captain
63.
Caldwell VR.
Yep.
Said,
well, level
oh, that is a good
does
one.
count, but
What
I
a
would say
history
for most
lesson.
of the players, the most important moment is when you reach the level 60, that you become Gold PGA. That has been always like the magic moment for all Publisher One players. So
I've been
beyond
playing.
that, it's okay.
I've been playing just about as long as you. Actually, maybe a little bit longer than you, but I took a long break while I was pregnant, so I couldn't play. But during that time, I played constantly. I played 4, 5, 6 hours a day nonstop, and I'm still not level 60 because I took that break. And so I'm almost there. I know Reaper just got there like last week, so I hope to join the Gold World soon. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah, you will love it. It's the milestone in the game, no?
But I feel like everybody has it now.
That loves Publisher One, that's the moment that
you feel
you're
great.
In bloom,
You're just
say,
like,
so, you reach the golden status.
All right. I can see it in your name, but my question is are you in a clan and do you play in tournaments?
Okay, I am in IFF. I'm actually the vice president. And IFF is mostly with French people. And if you see it from an Italian way, it's always been from France and Italy. There has always been a little bit of fight or contrast because we always say we have the best food or they have it, we have the best places or they have it, we have the most fashionable things or they have it. But I have to say that in IFF, I could link myself again with the French people. We are very similar, French, Italian, and they are all amazing. Obviously, they are very kind. And IFF stands for International Fearless Fighters. So the name is like push, push, push to me,
Yep, I've heard it. I've said it. Yep. And then the ITT, does that stand for Italy? Because other IFF has. Okay. All right.
Yes, IT stands for Italy. Before we were like 3 or 4. Right now I'm the only one Italian left. Most of them are FR, which is France. Then we have some from Germany, so it's DE, and from Belgium, BE, and from UK. So we have a little bit. We were starting also a little American branch, let's say, but then I don't think it started. So at the moment, we are still waiting.
Well, the time zones make it a little bit rough as well, for sure.
Yes, time zone can be tricky because, as you were mentioning before, for example, when I start to stream, Here it's just after lunch most of times, and in United States I have my song "Good Morning" because you're waking up. So.
Yep. And you always
And
play it, and I'm
because...
always like, oh, he's playing Good Morning, and then I think about it, and I'm like, he's already had lunch.
yeah. So it's funny, but since I've been working
Captain
in the
Caldwell
airport for
VR
so long, and I like to
said,
travel, time
all
zone,
the IFF
it's
guys
really
are scary
flexible for me. I
sweats.
mean, I'm not really anchored to the time of here most of the time, so I'm aware that people in different parts of the world are having dinner or lunch or breakfast. So yeah, I'm well aware of that. Yeah.
So
And
what about the
tournaments?
tournaments? Yeah.
Yes, I don't play them. I played it only a couple of times at the beginning, and I didn't like it at all because they have different strategies. For my way of playing, it's extremely boring because I mean the point system makes you become like that because if you reach the highest position, you get more points. So I understand that. But
Camping
if you
out.
ask me, Bucefalo, stay in that corner, don't move, wait for the... I would be like, seriously? So, I mean, that weight, that's why I always push. I mean, I want to feel the enthusiasm. I want to get that little shot of adrenaline during the game.
Absolutely.
That you can get when you are trying to catch the enemies, or they are trying to catch you. I don't have to win, but, that way of playing is the one I like. So when I had to wait for too long, waiting for a head to appear behind the corner, or make an assault waiting behind the corner like this,
it doesn't work so well.
It's a little bit boring for me.
Not your style.
I don't like it.
Have you ever considered mixed doubles? They do have a different point gaining strategy. You get higher points for kills and things like that. So just a thought. Yeah, just a thought for you to dip into if you were interested in some kind of competitive play. It does require at least one female on the team, so you'd have to find a lady to play with. But yeah, it's they do have a different strategy in their point system, and they're on Discord as well. So if you wanted to kind of chat and ask them about what that looks like, if you're interested.
Well, yeah, I never really think about it. I mean, I heard it, but I didn't even check more info. But it's nice to know.
Yeah, they have just a different strategy in gaining points, which means you can't camp out as easily. Doesn't work for you just to get first place. Yeah. All right. You've brought me to your favorite point on the map. You shared with me that there were many favorite points on the map, but you brought me here to Complex. Anything in particular that you like about Complex itself?
Well, on Complex, when we are on the platform on the
Captain Caldwell VR said,
on the right side, I always
can get him linked up if he is interested.
Chimney, white tower.
Yeah, yep, up on the chimneys.
So, and from here, it's beautiful because you have many little spots where you can hide. So even though you are hot dropping, you still have, different position of the enemies. So it's more entertaining. And also, I always remember me when we had the other complex on the other side of the map.
We did, yeah, so, I remember.
Which is gone
Where
now.
Kingdom was, is,
Yes, exactly. And so even though it's not the most beautiful part, it's still fascinating. Perfect. And also from here you have one of the best view over Metropolis.
Oh, for sure. That's right. That is right. So
the view pays back.
Yep. Talking about your favorite point on the map, let's talk about your least favorite spot. Is there any place that you wished Big Box would just kind of take that eraser and scrub it off?
Well, we've been talking about this for a long time. The Dead River is way too dead, honestly, by a long time. So we always thought that the first area where they would do something would be Dead River. Okay. And, well, they did something, but it's basically nothing.
Yep.
So I've always been wishing that Dead River would be different. Maybe with this huge update that will come any moment, finally we will have something different there. It would be nice because, I mean, Dead River is really dead. And when you go from, for example, for a wrong drop or something from Complex all the way to Cemetery or from Cemetery to Complex,
FDDB_VR
really
said,
empty,
for sure.
Hi Tipsy.
Nothing weird that you would say is special, So
yep, exactly.
on
Well,
that side. Yeah.
let's share with you who we've got in chat here right now, so you can say hello to your fans and to the folks that are jumping around. I want to say hello to Eben. Good morning. Ult is here saying Ult Christian.
Ciao Christian. Ciao
Okay,
Eben.
there you go.
Hi, guys.
Tell him hi. Yep. Red Legend is here. We've got Sonia is watching. Mark Hurst is watching. Mad Daz is watching. We've got Wesley Snipes here.
What up, Bucefalo?
Hi, ciao guys. How's it going? Good morning.
Over on
Twitch.
Twitch.
If you're in the States.
Yep, we have Lady, CYN Lady is here.
FDDB_VR.
Devil's Reaper is here. Captain
Hey,
Codwell.
Bucefalo.
Johnny is here.
Nice.
Fixer is here. FDDB, Fat Guy Mest.
Hey, FD.
Everybody's here kind of chatting, watching, saying good morning, hello. And if you
Ciao,
guys
Ada
could go
loser.
ahead,
How are you?
if you guys could go ahead and share out the content, just so that if there's anybody not watching Bucefalo, this guy has great content. He goes well far and beyond a lot of different streamers. He doesn't just plug in, turn on, and play a game. He does a high interaction with his viewers. That high interaction comes with fun games as well. I know that I've received a sticker from you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And
You're
many
welcome.
of your viewers have also received a sticker just for jumping in and just for chatting. I think it was like the word sticker. Wasn't that right?
Yes. So yeah, during the stream, I try also to. I mean, streaming takes lots of energy, and as you might know, sometimes when you want to make something special, it requires a lot of time. Even though for the people watching the stream, it looks like you push a button and the magic happens. Most of the times, when you want to create something more, it takes a lot of time. And on the other way, I also want who is watching you to, to feel more, I'll say, engaged. And also, I mean, when you receive even a little sticker from the other side of the world, and I think it's nice because I remember myself when we were sending postcards that now nobody does it anymore. But when you receive a piece of paper, a picture, a sticker from the other side of the world, something inside you, makes you happy, excited, So
It's true.
I also want to give a little bit of this to people.
It's true, and there's a little personal note on it and everything, and you guys, like, it definitely hooked me a little deeper than just plugging in and saying, oh, Bucefalo's on, okay, like, follow, share, okay, move to the next streamer. It made me hang out longer, and it made me appreciate your gameplay, the folks that you play with even. I started to look to see if they were streamers. So you opened a very wide world, and you were one of the first Pop One streamers. There were quite a few when you started, but there's even more now. There's a ton now.
Yes.
But you were one of the first, so you found a very creative way to say, hello, I'm here, watch me. And I can appreciate that. One of the other things that you do, which is super fun, is the weapon wheel. Explain the weapon wheel to me. I've used it before. It's really fun.
Yes. So, about the weapon wheel, still I was trying to find another way that people would interact. Also because, as most of you know, I'm not good with all the weapons, especially when we're talking about the sniper or Sako, those that require you to stay in one corner waiting for the enemy. I don't like them. And so I was
Captain
thinking,
Caldwell
imagine
VR
if I had to make some kills
said,
with the AWP just because
over
a user
300 in total.
by spinning the weapon wheel made me do this. It would be funny. And it's funny, it's also a tragedy because sometimes it took me 3 or 4 games to kill someone with a sniper, with a AWP. And so I'm always looking like, the M60, for example. I mean, this weapon that I barely use. So I thought it would be a funny way for the people when they request the weapon wheel. And for me also, I mean, the excitement, let's see which kind of weapon should I use.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you for putting that in there.
It was an intuition, and I saw that many streamers love the idea. A few of them have been asking me about this as well. So I think it's something that, I mean, I'm hoping that other streamers also will find other opportunities from the weapon wheel to find something to interact with people.
Oh,
It
sure.
would be good for them, but also for the people, to be more attached to the Population 1 world. So.
Well, I want to play a little weapon wheel game right now. I would like to go into a match, and I want you to pick all of your favorite weapons and heals and everything and fill up your weapon wheel. I'm going to go on my adventure and try and guess exactly what you would pick and play with. Based on how much I've watched you, it has changed a little bit since the last update. I've found you using some weapons that I would have never thought before. So I'm going to take a wild guess at this and see how well I do. Does that sound all right?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Countdown.
Let's go.
Don't kill me. We all know you can. I am consistently inconsistent playing this game. Oh look, we got your drop too. How cool is that?
Hey, beautiful! So I drop here on my tower.
I'm gonna head over to Metropolis and see if I can loot up over here. I think I found one. I'm pretty sure that this is one. I'm not gonna talk about it until we land.
All right.
But I have seen this one. I'm curious about the update to see if that remains as a favorite.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, I can spoil one because my favorite all the time has been the MK18, but now it's gone because...
I was going to mention that. Yeah, it was going to be a super easy for me because you picked it up and you were like a madman with it. It was incredible and... since the update, it just kind of like, I don't see it in your inventory. I think it was Miss Misery who told me he doesn't carry that anymore. And I was like, what?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, can you believe it? It's been over my, the other sticker I made and the other things when there is the logo with the wolf, there is the MK18 because that was my weapon. And now it feels empty without it.
And is it just the fire rate? Like, what made you decide not to use it anymore?
Most of the times I shoot one hand because I'm always running and flying and everything. And the recoil now with one hand, it's impossible. I mean, like, you cannot really use it with one hand. So I should stop myself and go with two hands. And it's, let's say, okay, but not really...
All right. Well, and it doesn't matter what color the gun is. We can pretend they're any color. So.
Yes. Also, I mean, also when I play, most of the times I'm not looking too much for it. So I still didn't find one, but then basically I'm ready. Let's see.
I think I am done and ready. Ooh, there's a really nice looking AK, but I know that's yeah, pass. All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
looking for the last one.
I see you going over to the dance floor. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna dance. Oh, found it. Okay, I have everything. Nice.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm right around the corner from you, right at the tower, the Genesis tower.
Okay,
on the ground.
Genesis.
Yep. Hello.
Oh yeah. Ciao, ciao. Yeah.
This went super fast. Okay, so the first one I picked up, which I see you're holding, is the samurai. I went with the samurai. I see you running around with that so that you can pick up speed. That's why I picked that one.
That's right. That's right.
The next one I picked, I wasn't sure. I do see you pick it up often. I went with a zone grenade. I wasn't sure if that was accurate.
Right.
Oh, sweet.
That's
Yay.
right.
Okay. For heals.
PlayStation 2.
Hi, PlayStation. What's up?
What's up, Trixie and
This is
Bucefalo?
tricky. Don't carry any heals.
I picked up banana, but I did not pick up shield. I didn't notice that you liked to pick up shield, but I did pick up a banana.
Actually, I don't carry most of the time shield, and most of the times that's why I didn't pick it up, even though recently I am picking the banana. Most of the times I don't carry heals.
You just run around and heal up as you go?
Right. Actually, my strategy, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a good strategy, but I'm just saying that most of the times I prefer to have one more weapon, and then if I kill the enemy, I get his heals most of the times.
Yep.
And I tell you why. I mean,
You
most
grab
of
their
people have been
50.
laughing about it, but the point is that since I'm not hiding behind a corner or something, I mean, eat a banana or drink something for me. Most of the times I don't have time because I'm always next to the enemy on my way of fighting. So in that moment, or I die or you die.
Right.
There is no time for eating.
Yep, and you might as well just get the res at that point because you'll have higher health.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and what happened also is sometimes, I mean, if for example, people, they save me when they carry like 4 bananas and so on. I kill them, I'm about to die, and I just get their loot. So I'm thinking also, if they kill me and I have 4 banana, I mean, I even give them one more opportunity to win the game somehow, you know?
Yep.
So,
That's
I mean,
cool.
it's still wrong to don't carry any heals, but on the other way, you know, there is something to consider, I think.
Well, we know then that I got the banana wrong, but here, we'll just make that banana go away. The guns. I went with, okay, I'm going to go with this one because I've seen you carry it a lot. I don't know if it's a favorite or comfort, but I see confidence with it, which a lot of people move away from, but I picked a CX4.
Yes, exactly. CX4, it's always been underrated since the early begin, because before loving the MK18, my love was for the CX4, and they always been tagging it as the noob weapon, and well, whoever is watching, you are completely wrong, because it has a very large use. Obviously, when you are in a one-to-one fight close to each other, it's one of the worst that you might have, because it's only 15 damage and reload.
Low fire rate. Yep.
Yeah, so it's not really good. But in a medium and I would say in some occasion even long range, the CX4, at least for me that I don't use OP and Sako, is one of the weapons to go.
Accuracy with the CX4 is beautiful. They've done a really good job with it, for sure.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
That's why I love it.
As I'm holding my banana, strangely. The next gun I went with, I see you play very well with, and I always focus on this weapon because it's Devil's Reaper's favorite, and it takes a special person to control it. But I went with the P90. Yes. I wasn't sure. Do you have a P90?
Yes, I have a UMP, and I tell you why
that
I
was the other one.
UMP recently, because P90 has been always like MK18 my love, but now the P90 has a worse recoil than the UMP. And so most of the times I prefer, if I have a 3-star P90, a 3-star UMP, I go for the 3-star UMP most of the times recently. But you were right in a way, because P90 has been always my favorite. I mean, with that fire rage, I mean, really there's not too much you can do when you're close to it.
This is the one that Reaper carries, and this is the one that I carry, so it complements each other very well when you're in a squad together. Yeah, they do great.
I have to say something though, that I don't know why, but in the last update, UMP, I mean, if I could easily kill an enemy before with the UMP, somehow now after the last update I'm not able most of the times. I don't know why.
Okay,
so something changed.
I kind of thought the same thing, but I wasn't sure because there wasn't any reports of it being updated. So I felt like I was like unloading an entire clip, and they were still not near death, and it was very frustrating.
Right.
Okay.
I've been noticing it, and also I think it was Octavio that told me the same.
Okay.
Our F.
Well, now I don't feel so crazy.
I'm thinking what's wrong with the UMP, and maybe I should switch back to the P90, but something happened to my UMP as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hello Anna, hello Sin City, hi Micah. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm here interviewing Bucefalo. We're in the middle of the weapons loadout game. So far we've got the Samurai, the Zone Grenade, the CX, and the UMP. I'm going for the next gun I picked, which I wasn't sure because of the update, but I know you like it. I just don't know if you liked it this much. I went with the Magnum. Do you have that sucker?
Absolutely. There you go.
Yay! All right. Talk a little
Magnum.
bit about the Magnum. Is that your long-range weapon?
Yes. Yes, actually, that's what became my longer range weapon because I couldn't use the open the Sago. I didn't have the patience for it. And before the update, it was so cool because I would just throw myself from the top of the tower and push, push,
Yep.
three shots, dead
Done.
enemy.
Yep.
Right now, it's a little bit more difficult to do that, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's the gun you want to love and you keep trying to love and you have to love because it's like part of your family, but then you're just like, God, so frustrated with it.
Yes. Yeah, right. So right now, I was using it even in a close combat because at the end of the game, you know that the enemy probably doesn't have full energy, full health, and 2 shots of these, you win. So
Yep.
I was using it even in a close combat at the end of the game, but right now you cannot risk it anymore.
Yep, exactly.
I
All
mean,
right,
in
so
that exact moment, no.
my last item was the banana, which was wrong. What is your last item in your wheel? Oh, the
M10.
M10. Okay, that was
M10
if I
goes
picked a
to-
shotgun, that's what I was gonna pick for you. Cool. Talk a little
So
bit.
I do 11, but I don't know. Maybe when I'm under pressure next to the enemy, I always have difficult time to reload it. Even though before I could do it very easily, now it doesn't work. I don't know why. Well, then I mean 49 each shot. At the end of the game or at the beginning, they will die. 2 shots, they will die most of the times. Yeah.
And
M10.
I like the
Nice
M10. In terms of a shotgun, that's the one I would pick. Do you like the new shotgun? I think it's done now. The Mayhem with the nades and the shotguns. Did you like that?
Yes, but I mean, you mean about the skin, right? Talking about the skin.
The actual mode, the game mode. Did you get to play it?
Oh no, I did one. I didn't even try it. I
Oh,
didn't try
really?
it because
Okay.
last time I've been trying the SMG mode and then the blade, the cyber blade, and well, the cyber blade, for example. I mean, probably it's because of lag. People were this far from me, they would slice me and they would kill me, and I couldn't reach them.
The Cyberblade just
So-
makes me angry because of the distance on that. They've really got to fix that
Yes,
because it's
that's
literally,
right.
you're right, we're in a game and you were like this far apart and you're swinging and it kills me. And it's
I
so
know.
frustrating. They've got to fix that distance.
Yeah.
They've got to.
It happened to me. It happened to me. That
Yep.
would be very difficult to fix, I believe. But yeah, that's the moment that it made me furious as well because they kill me too easily when I'm so far away with the cyber blades.
Yep.
Not
you know,
always, but
You know what I saw last night in a game that was really creepy, and I don't know if others have experienced this. My squad mate and I were, he was dead, he was ghosting, and the other team, the one player was standing on the outside of the house that I was inside of. And he's like, he's right here, he's standing right here, he's not doing anything, he's just standing right here. And so I came around outside up to my teammate where the ghost, or my ghost was, he was there, and then the real player was just standing there. The real player does this. He's a ghost. Or no, my teammate's the ghost. He's the player. He goes like this to the ghost. He goes, looks at him,
oh shit!
and waves at my teammate who's the ghost. Like he could see him. It was so creepy. It was like, it was weird. I wasn't streaming,
yes, absolutely.
and we were baffled by it. Like, did you just see that? Did he just look at you? How did he know you were there? You were a ghost. It was so weird. Anyways,
Oh mamma mia!
the last
ghost
part
whisper.
about the weapon game is how I get to kill you.
No.
I got to kill Bucefalo. I'll never get to
Well
do that
done,
again. Yay!
Nice. Well done. I thought it was another part of the game. I'm dead.
Thank you for joining the TipsyTrixie Takeover. I am here interviewing Bucefalo. Bucefalo is all over the place. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Twitch. And he's just getting started on TikTok. So if you haven't liked and followed, please share his content. He's got great content. For our US viewers, he is on during the morning most of the time. There are some evenings that I catch you on, though. What is your typical stream schedule?
So while before I was holding a schedule like, yeah, it would be around lunchtime here and morning there. Well, now it depends also from the shift and the duty and things to do. So most of the times I will still play when it's lunch over here and morning there. But I mean, I can change to any other time of the day. So it's really changeable. But if people are following and they are having free time, they will get a notification. So I'm confident that somehow they will know that I'm live. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Well, some other folks in the stream here. If you guys are lingering, lurking, and you haven't said hello, make sure you drop your name and a hello in chat. I will let Bucefalo know that you're here. We're here. Hi, George. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys all watching. We also had PlayStation join during the game we were playing.
Oh, the PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted for Christmas.
A PlayStation, huh?
Yeah.
The PlayStation 5.
I
Everybody
always
wants
wish to
that.
have it. Hey, send me a PlayStation, please.
All right. You shared
I
all.
will make the Italian move. Clay, you wanna send me a PlayStation? I'm a loser.
Nice. Send me a PlayStation. I can't do it. I would insult you. All right. We talked about your favorites around here. Do you have any weapon secrets that you'd like to share?
Well, it's not really a secret, but when you have
Sonia
a SMG,
765
I mean,
said,
you have like 24
LOL.
bullets in the, how do you call this, clip, no? Right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep. The clip.
Okay. So if you go all the way to the end, the last bullets, first, if you're not holding with two hands, they will fly everywhere. And second, when you are really out, that's the moment that your enemy is gonna kill you. So you should be able to reach at least maximum to 5 left, and then you reload yourself.
With the
And,
joystick,
let's
right?
say-
Pushing down.
Yes, yeah, with the middle, yes. With the
PlayStation 2
thumbstick, you just press it
said,
and the clips goes off.
You send me a sticker, I send you
So
the PlayStation
you
2.
know when it's time to reload, and it's not the weapon without bullets that will warn you. In that moment, you will be dead probably.
Perfect.
So if you can control that, maybe it will save you. And then a few things that I normally don't do, but you should learn to build as much as you
Yes.
can. I've seen people building like crazy. I mean, they can create a skyscraper from nothing. I'm always when I see them, I
fast
say,
building.
I call them the builders.
The builders. Yep. I have come upon like zone at the very end where there's a castle and you're just like, oh my god.
That's right. I mean, it's a very
PlayStation said,
effective strategy.
yep, it is. PlayStation said that if you send him a sticker, he'll send you a PlayStation 2.
Deal. Hey, let's do this. Well, I will send you 2 stickers. Look,
Two
for a
stickers.
PlayStation, I'm ready to do that.
All right. Which of these beauties is your least favorite weapon? Which one of these do you just not like and don't want to play
I
with?
think, without any doubt, it's the hope.
Really?
First,
Okay.
because I suck. Second, because I mean, seriously, I don't like to stay here, wait for the enemy, and also one thing. I mean, the weapon will help me in that way because it happened often, unfortunately. And when I make the kill, I'm so very excited, obviously, especially when you do the headshot. I mean, I made clips out of
Madaz84
it just because I was so
said,
super excited.
Hey.
But I mean, the way you reload and I lose the grip on the enemy, then most of the times they all take with them healers, so soda and whatever. So one shot for me is almost never enough to kill one enemy.
Right.
While for them it's very easy, just because I don't bring most of the times heals. So they shoot me once, they shoot me twice, I'm done.
Yep.
But,
Yep. And really
Yeah,
sharpshooters with the sniper, with the op, that always makes me mad. If I'm like locked into a different team and I get sniped in the head from a different direction, I'm like, ugh.
yes. And the other one that I don't like as a SMG is the MP5,
Oh,
which
me neither.
many people love.
No.
I don't like it because I shoot one end and
Uh-huh.
you can design something in the sky with this.
That's what I always say.
no
And then I see people using it and I'm like, that's BS. I don't believe
They
it.
kill me with that many times. And I always wonder how they do that. And also the RFB. I mean, I think I killed so few people, but whenever the enemy has the RFB, I'm dead.
I have
always been
started
like
to
that.
use the RFB a little more, although I have some like rendering issues with it, with the target. Sometimes it gets stuck for some reason, and I'm like shooting
Okay.
directly, but it'll actually shoot below at like maybe I'm behind a rock. It'll shoot the rock
All
instead of
right.
you, and I don't know why it's doing that. So I think my
All
positioning with it
right.
is wrong. So I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm starting to
All
use
right.
it.
All right. Yeah,
What's
lots
up,
of people
Mad
love it.
Daz?
Ciao, Matt.
Yep.
How are you?
He says, hey. Let's see here. So we've talked a little bit about your weapons favorites, your least favorites, secrets. Do you organize your weapon wheel when you're playing?
Nah. As
No?
it comes.
Okay.
I mean, I just grab and I go. But I've seen some people that they really organize the weapon wheel so that they know exactly here there is always the Cyberblade, here there is always the SMG, here there is always the health. I don't know if that pays back. Maybe in a long time you will have like a memory focus that you know where the things are.
Sure.
To me, no. I switch sometimes when I'm close to the enemy. Sometimes it happens during the fight. It's a little bit harder because obviously you have to find the right weapon. But I like it more like this. I mean, like I don't want to spend time with that. I just grab and then when I deal
Yep.
and check. Yeah.
I'm on the same page
I
with
don't
you there.
organize it.
I do not organize it. It's a big hodgepodge mess, but it always works for me, so.
It looks like my desk. If you go there, you can find anything in the wrong place. So why
Organized
should
chaos.
I care about the... Yes.
Awesome.
Let's keep the same chaos in the game, right?
Yep,
It's more
yep.
comfortable.
We've got a GZ in here. We've got a different Simon in here. Simon Best is in here. And Common Ground
Simon.
Gaming. Yeah,
Hey,
so
common ground. About GC, I have something to say. We played recently.
GZ, just Bucefalo. That's all he says.
Yes, and in one of the last game, he kind of solved a couple of games. So we went from oh my god to oh my GZ. And now every time something
Funny.
great happened, we say oh my GZ. That's what we say in the game.
GZ is getting his interview later today.
Ah,
So,
nice.
yeah.
Parksy
Well done,
underscore
well done.
VR said,
And
So hello everyone.
Hello,
Parksy.
Trixie.
Simon
Parksy.
also,
hello,
obviously.
Bucefalo.
And
Parksy is in
Been playing
here.
with him.
Saying hello
Ciao,
as well. All right, let's talk about you streaming. I
Yes.
know I enjoy the morning streams. They keep me going at work. I appreciate it. It's usually between you and Raging Handicap. I'll switch back and forth. But why do you stream?
So, when I started to play the game, in this case Population 1, which is the game that brought me back into the gaming action, like I was playing always in my life, but I almost forgot, to play for such a long time. Then we had the COVID period and Population 1 arrived, and this was so exciting because of the climbing, the gliding, you can climb everywhere, flying. And so I really felt inside like, I want to show people how it looks like. And most of the times you cannot pick up someone and give your headset, and just throw him there. So I thought that streaming would be cool. I don't remember now which one I saw the first stream. Maybe it was, let me think about the name. It's a woman. Now I don't remember the name. I can believe it.
On Twitch or Facebook?
On Twitch.
On Twitch? Like one of the
That doesn't
earlier
come to
ones?
mind. Yeah.
Is it Natasha?
Well, she actually also a good player, and
Uh-huh.
I don't remember her. She's from United States, and Oak, Arrow Oak.
Oh, I don't know this person.
Now I don't think I don't know now if she's streaming anymore.
Okay.
But she was one of the first, I believe, in Population 1, and actually she's one of the first that helped me out to grow my community on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
So she's always been really amazing. And she
If
was
you
also a
remember,
good player.
send me her name in Discord, and I'll search and
Yes,
see
sure,
if
sure,
she's
sure.
still on there. I would love
Yeah,
to
sure.
interview like one of the earliest streamers. That would be awesome.
Yes, probably she was really the first in Population 1. At least I remember her. And I think by watching her, I got that, feeling that, yeah, I want to show the others how cool this game is. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. So I wanted to share, the interactivity you get. Also because I remember that long time ago, the first headset. I mean, you would never have this kind of word. It was really, cheap. And so I didn't believe myself when I had the Oculus Quest, the first, and the ambient, the scenario was like this. I was like, it's totally different. I mean, but people will never know if they don't see it, that now it's like this,
Yeah, and that's the thing that you can't give across on the screen is they're still watching pretty much a flat screen, but what we're trying to describe to them is like you feel like you are here in this world,
Yes.
on this street. You actually
That's right.
feel like this is your surroundings. You could this is kind of like a very odd way to put it, but if you were to need to use the bathroom with your headset on and you were in here with the lobby, you would feel embarrassed because that's how real and lifelike it is.
Yes, that's
So
right.
it's kind of a funny way to put it, but that's what we're trying to portray to the people watching is like
Yeah,
the world
that's
that
true.
we're in actually feels real. So,
Yeah,
and it
it
also
looks
has that
really,
huge reach of like, I would never know you, I would never speak to you in my entire lifetime, but here we are in a
That's true,
game
that's true.
having conversations. So it's kind of a neat,
That's
beautiful
true, that's
thing. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
So, let's talk about your teammates. I see you always squatting up
Yes.
with sometimes the same people and sometimes people I've never seen before. How do you pick your
Yes,
teammates?
So basically, I would like to have the same teammates because I mean, if you want to grow a team or a way to play together and be good, it's very important to have almost the same people to play with, because you start to get that synergy together. So even if you are different in the game strategy, your synergy will grow up a lot, and that means that you can basically get anyone when you play like a team. So most of the people have been changing, I mean, because of COVID, after COVID, pre-COVID, their way to play and the time they play and everything. So I started to play with random most of the times, which is good, but I mean, you've been watching my streams, so that you know that sometimes like I get furious, like a burn from inside and it goes outside. Not in a bad way, but because I'm expecting few things.
I do
And
see
when
some
they don't happen,
frustration
I'm like,
sometimes.
No, it's not frustration. Actually, it's the moment, because I mean, you obviously you want to do your best, even though it's a game, and I mean, it's that moment that you require a little bit, of your energy to go out.
Sure.
I mean, in Italy, it's pretty common. I mean, like we are like that. So if there is something, we tend to show it, to put it off. We don't try to keep it inside too much. But after the little moment, it's nothing. I mean, like, it won't
You
change
move
my
on.
life. So
Yep.
after that little moment, it's all good. We can go and drink. We can go and talk. But in
Yep.
that exact moment when crazy things happen, like boiling.
You
But,
take it seriously in the
many
moment
people-
and not that serious at all.
No, it just, let's say, maybe it's not even about being serious, about doing the right thing, because actually during the game, if you look around, you can more or less study your enemy. Most of the times, not always. Some are very good, they surprise you anyway, it doesn't matter. But for others, I mean, it's just that little step to make
Sure.
to be better. So when you play with random, the point is that you don't have that synergy. So while I'm expecting something, because most of them are good players, I mean, I play with everyone, but when they are good players, I expect them to do something. And when that doesn't happen, then it's the moment of feeling a little bit weird, only that. But that aside, I mean, like, I can play with everyone. I've been playing with everyone. Obviously, for example, there is one thing that, no, I don't like, but that makes me a little bit crazy. It's, for example, I'm now with random playing, and there are some good players that I like to challenge. That doesn't mean that I will overwhelm them, that I will kill them, but it's still nice to challenge. And obviously, in that moment, when you are with two total random, it's more difficult, because you know that you cannot count too much on them.
Right?
And
They
when
may
you
not know
face
your play
all
style.
yourself, another team, I mean, things change. So in that moment, I wish maybe that there was my teammate, the one that had been playing a lot.
That know your game style
Otherwise,
and your moves.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
if we want to just have fun, I mean, as soon as something funny happens, I'm the first one to stop and laugh, and who cares? Like, I mean, it's funny.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's also the moment why I didn't like the rank mode. That changed a little bit too much everyone, it included me, because I didn't care, honestly, about the rank. But once you're there, you don't want to give up. That's the point. So I didn't care. At the same moment, I was caring, and that was bad. I don't think they should include the rank mode anymore.
I think
mean, whoever
Balpo
wants to
said it the
like-
best. Balpo came in and said rank mode made everybody like instantaneously the Hulk. Everybody ripped off their shirts and they were like going after each other, hungry for blood. And she kind of described that to me, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, but there was something that I didn't like about that, is that people wouldn't fight. I mean, they would keep position,
Camping.
like it happens in the tournament that I don't like.
Yes.
And I couldn't stand it. So, I mean, it's too easy to kill someone if you're just waiting on a corner, because if I'm waiting on a corner, I know that more or less you will appear from that road. While if I'm running around looking for you and you're hiding, I mean, obviously you will assault me. It's it's way too
Game's
easy.
not fair. Yep. Game is
It's not fair, but the point is, winning in that way, well, if that gives you satisfaction and makes you excited, my friend, I'm glad for you.
That's
For
why I
me,
was
no.
disappointed that rank mode didn't have points for damage, because I always have super high damage. Always have high damage.
Right,
But
also
then
that.
like all of the sweats that I played with would come in, I'd get the high damage, they'd get the kill, they'd get the points. And it's like, ugh.
Yes. So yeah,
So-
thank God. I mean, let's hope it won't come back. Whoever wants that kind of excitement, guys, there are so many tournaments. Just join them. You will love it. And while you play with us, normal people, let's say, then you can just experiment, like other ways.
Sure.
I would say,
Do you
yeah.
ever play with noobs? How do you feel about playing with people who are brand new to this game?
Okay, brand new is difficult because well, it did happen. You have to tell them basically everything. So sometimes it happens. You just explain them. At least with a beginner, you can tell them at least how to revive.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to make kills, but you can be our backup while you learn. So we've been doing that.
Perfect.
Well, recently also I've been playing with Maki. I don't know if he's watching. Ciao, Maki. Maki is level 25.
Okay.
He's not good, but he's extremely funny. So.
Oh, that makes a
with him we
difference.
have-
Just a good teammate
Absolutely.
personality.
I mean, you
yeah.
can die happy with him. It's good.
Uh-huh.
So last time he was singing Titanic, for example. And trust me, that I wouldn't kill him. I wouldn't care if they would kill me 100 times. And people were
Aw.
asking him to sing Titanic with his birdie voice.
Awesome.
Maggie, if you're watching, see ya. Ciao. Ciao.
All right. Today
He's
for the
funny.
interview, you've chosen being in the werewolf. You've been wearing this skin for
Yes.
quite some time
Madaz84.
now. What's up,
Said,
Mad Daz?
I've had great games with Bucefalo.
Oh, yeah. He says he's had great games with you. He loves playing with you.
Yes, we've been playing. He knows my temper. I'm mad.
Well,
Nice to play.
talking about skins,
Parksy
what is your
_VR
earliest legendary
said,
skin? Like, what is the
same thumbs
earliest
up
one
light
that you've
skin tone.
owned, either that you've purchased or you've earned that you like?
Well, I have to be honest. When I bought the game, I told myself I would never buy any skin, which I changed later, and that's why I feel bad that I didn't buy the earlier skin. So I didn't want, because in my way of gaming, I always been buying the game and that's it, and play. But then I realized also that while the dev are trying to make the game more interesting for us, I've been spending so many hours in the game then that's the right moment to give them back something, because
Thank
imagine
you.
if you would have buy like 200 games, you would have spent at least, I don't know, 600 euro.
Uh-huh.
But we have spent time on a single game that we paid around 30 euro. And I mean, those amount of hours, it's the right time to give back something. So you buy a skin, that skin give the dev money and time to build something better for a game that you love and keeps you busy for a long time. I mean, now I have like, I don't know, 30 games in VR, and I always play this one.
Yep, exactly. And you put it the best way. Like, they're doing such a great job for us and listening to us. They may not be able to get to our requests as fast as we're putting them in there.
Obviously.
But they need the cash in order to do those things. And, you know, we spend time in this game as much as a part-time or full-time job. And so you know, the most that we could do is $30 for a game when you could play, like, I don't know, what are the games going for, like, on PlayStation right now? 60, 80, $100, depending on what you're buying.
At least.
Yeah.
Double than this price. Absolutely.
It's not a big deal to put a little money into a skin, because you're right, it goes back to the development of the game.
So I'm not sure if this one, The Wolf, has been my first, which would be 1 year after. But I think if it wasn't this one, which one? Well, I should check, but let's say The Wolf has been the first one that I really loved, because, you know, half man, half wolf. So, yeah.
I like it. I like anything that's kind of like costumey, Halloweeny. Like, I like all the very creative skins for sure. Okay, so if you started playing the game today as a new player, what is the first thing you should learn? What is something super important we should be sharing with all of our new players?
Well, when you get there are some shield here? No. There are some soda? No. Okay. So anyway, when you have 2 soda in your hand, I mean, you don't have to drink one, then you go select it. You just tip on the A button, and the same soda will appear again, so you can drink fast. And you wouldn't believe how long it took me to notice that.
Okay.
I thought all the people were drinking one, looking for the other shield, drink it again.
Confession time, Bucefalo. Confession time.
Yes.
If you have watched every single if you have watched every single one of my interviews up until this point, the entire time I have said, for goodness sakes, please will somebody teach me how to drink a soda back to back without opening my wheel.
I know.
Every single person has tried to teach me. I don't know what it is, but like, I cannot do it. And I even had Reaper get on my headset and try it to make sure it wasn't my headset, my controllers. And he's like, nope, it's easy. See, it's easy. I'm like, oh.
And you know, I also remember, I think it was Pandush that told me that while I was streaming. And she said, Simone, Bucefalo, Simone is my real name, by the way. So, Simone, do you know that you can drink it fast by doing this? And I was like, oh, yes, sure, I know. And inside of me, I was like, no,
then why don't you do it?
Are you serious? You know, I was questioning all my life. I was like, I've been here for more than 1 year almost, and I didn't know that. You know, it was
and I'm
so
afraid I might be too far gone, because now I have the muscle memory to go into my wheel and do it. And so I don't know if I should try to correct myself or if I should just go with the muscle memory of just popping
also, for
into
me,
my
it took
wheel.
a while to extremely change it, because I was still looking for it in the wheel instead of just tack, tack.
Yeah,
And there are some people, I mean, some players, they never die. They like bring 20 tin of soda and shield.
Yes.
And they're like,
and you're like, I had him down. How is he still alive?
That's true. I mean, so if you bring so many, I mean, good for you. You can do it. If you're fast, guys, in less than 10 seconds, I would say you might have the full energy again. And when the enemy come to you, well, they have to suffer.
Are you willing?
That's the trick that I wish I knew from the beginning. for sure.
Well, and I'm still learning it, so it's like you said, coming on the 2-year anniversary, and I'm still not able to do it. Dang it.
It's okay. You're not the only one. Trust me.
Are you willing to share your stats with us? Do you have them with you, pulled up or memorized?
No, but I do remember them. I mean,
Okay.
more or less, in the lifespan, it's around 2.8 of kills. The damage has always been like, let's say, from 650 to 700, more or less. Also daily, yeah. I mean, that's me. What else?
Win rate?
Win rate, well, the lifespan is like 35% around. But I'm one of those, I don't know if there are others, I think there are, that doesn't care about the victory. As long as, first, I get at least 4 kills. Second, we've been sweating. So, we go after the enemy comes after us. It's one of those fights that you will remember. Then, if I don't win, it doesn't matter to me. So the win ratio, I think, is the last that I always see. It's like, I don't care. But I've seen others that actually they care more about having a victory than having few more kills.
Okay.
So for me, it's the opposite. I don't know if I'm the only one, but yeah. So all the way around, I would say, yeah.
I'd like to ask some personal questions to get to know you outside of the game.
Yes.
So, some very simple ones, like, what is your favorite food?
Well, pasta. I'm Italian.
Pasta, okay. Any particular kind of pasta?
Let me think. About pasta, well, we have pasta alla matriciana, which is, I mean, to say it's with, well, tomato sauce, and then there is bacon, and then there is a little bit of spicy. So I would say that one, but also pasta al forno, which is in the oven. So it's very basic, but there is mozzarella, tomato sauce, minced meat. It's extremely good, tasty. And then also pizza. I mean, pizza and pasta. I mean, it's not just something that people say all Italians love pizza and pasta. It's very easy.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
The favorite pizza, it's actually the classic one. It's called
CYN_lady.
Tomato and mozzarella. It's the easiest
one. So lasagna.
But in my opinion, it's still the best.
CYN_lady.
It is my favorite kind of pizza.
LOL.
Nice. While I argue with people and they know it, so when they come to my stream, they always say pizza with pineapple, and just to think about it, I feel like throwing up right away.
I do like pineapple on my pizza, but that pizza is my favorite. I like it with like a vinaigrette drizzle on top as well. I think that is lovely. I don't know if you've had it, but it adds.
I've seen the difference by traveling, that in many places they like to put whatever they have, especially United States, whatever they have, because the more you have, the better it is. And in Italy, actually, it's the opposite. The less you have, the more you feel the flavor of every component. And that's our way, less components, less things on it, less topping, but still you can feel everything, I like it more that way, but I mean, I understand everywhere, I mean, they have their own things, so yeah, they want to try it with pineapple.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it with pineapple? Have you ever tried pizza with pineapple on it, though?
No.
I've been trying every
kind of food. I've been eating snakes. I've been eating spider. I've been eating grasshoppers. But pineapple on pizza, I don't think I can do it.
I don't know, Bucefalo. I'm feeling like a very small sliver on your weapon wheel. This little tiny, tiny sliver that if it ends on it, it says pineapple pizza.
Oh, mamma mia. I'm touching my heart right now.
He's like, maybe not. Challenge not accepted.
Yes, that would be like, I mean, you have to give me at least 2,000 bits for that kind of challenge. And I don't know if I will do it anyway.
Do you like pineapple? Aside from everything else, do you like pineapple?
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
Okay, so your partway's there.
I just can't think the pineapple and pizza together. I mean, into my mind, it's like, no, it's impossible. It's impossible.
That's just not okay.
I don't know. It's like mixing cola with wine.
Ooh.
No,
Okay, I get it now.
I don't see the connection into my brain doesn't make the connection. It's like separate words. So.
All right. Well, next question is regarding American holidays. Do you have a favorite holiday?
Well, since I've been working in the tourism, that's the bad side. When people have holidays, is the moment you work the most. So that said, holidays counts, but they really don't. If I would say Christmas, it was when I was a kid because we were meet with the entire family, and that was one of the most amazing moments, obviously, because I mean the entire family, good food, many games to play. It was really amazing. But right now it's very commercial, so I don't see it with the same spirit, unfortunately. And about the other holidays, I don't care. I mean, my personal holiday goes above any other holiday, honestly. So when I want to say today is, I don't know, my personal holiday is the day that I will enjoy myself for any reason, that goes above all the others.
Okay. And so holiday in Europe, so to speak, is considered a vacation. And when you say you're on holiday, it really means you're on vacation. So what do you enjoy to do, like, on your vacations? Is there something in particular that you like to do outside of playing Pop One?
Sure. Well, I go to run. I run, which I love. I love to travel. Now, because of COVID, this last period I didn't travel as much as I want, but I love to travel. I love to design 3D, which I later print with my 3D printer. So let's say there is something that I need, then I try to design it myself.
Cool.
I'm still learning, but I like it a lot. And then outside of computer world, which I love, I would say, well, it's nice to be around the beach anytime, whenever it's possible.
No
I have a
argument
lake
there.
nearby my house. I have a lake nearby my house. When I can go there and, I don't know, see the sunset, for example, it's really, it's beautiful. It's really, honestly beautiful. I still love, for example, if I'm outside and it's raining, that feeling, to be around a nice rain. I mean, not one of those tsunami that are hitting everywhere, but
Right.
that's that
The nice rain
that
within
you really,
nature. Sure.
that you're outside, the smell is different, the pace is different. I like that atmosphere. I do.
Okay. Do you get to watch a lot of TV? My question would be, do you have a favorite movie or TV series that you're watching?
Well, the last one I saw was the Ring of Power.
How'd you like it?
I loved it, and honestly, I would never expect it to be so good. I'm really impressed. So, I mean, I started to watch it. I was like, let's see if they just made this a kind of blockbuster. But they did really nail all the aspects and all the things. I mean, it's perfect. It's pretty lovely. That aside, I love horror movie a lot.
Oh,
so if
cool.
there is something with exorcism or with zombie apocalypse things, that's my kind of movie.
Mine too. Cool. Nice to know that about you.
I love it.
My next question would be for me to guess. If I think that you are a coffee drinker, energy drinker, tea drinker, or soda drinker, which one you prefer? And I imagine you being, and I think I've seen it on your show, on your stream, I would guess you're a coffee drinker.
Absolutely. Well, in Italy we make this short coffee, which is nothing compared to the huge coffee you usually have in the States, for example. So it's really short, but it's so powerful that one shot of that is like
streaming for hours.
And, yes, but I do love tea as well. So
Okay.
I prepare also a lot of tea. But coffee and cappuccino for sure are my favorite. Yes.
Okay.
I would say coffee, sure.
Jumping back into the game,
Yes.
how do you warm up? Do you play when we had TDM? Do you jump into the training park, or are you just one that dives straight into playing your games?
Most
How
of
do
the
you warm up?
times I just go directly in. Most of the times, unless I have some problem with the controller that happens from time to time, then I might go in other, I mean, the training park or the TDM just to see if everything is working fine. Or if I don't find the teammate I want, I might go in TDM so that I just, warm up while I'm waiting for someone to call me. Yes. Otherwise, most of the times I load the game, I look for teams, I go in squad, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. The next question I have to guess as well is whether or not I think you rage quit. I have not seen you rage quit, but I feel like there's opportunities for me to say yes here. So I'm going to go with yes, you have rage quit.
And the answer is never.
Never. Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I think I did it only once when I got really mad. And before saying something stupid, I decided to quit.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let's save what we can save. It's better to quit than say something stupid. But I did it only once. While I remember other times when, for example, in Legion, there were some people that I don't know why they were being extremely stupid. I didn't quit. I wouldn't quit. Till the end.
Okay.
No. I wouldn't give them. It's like giving them a satisfaction, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
Or, for example, if I'm the last one and there is no hope, I prefer still to come to you with a knife and die than, rage quit and let them win.
Just kill me now.
Yeah, I mean, I will try everything. I have the knife. Let's try. Who cares?
Let's just go.
Yes.
All right. Other than yourself, who would be your favorite other streamer to watch? And if you don't want to name one particular one, maybe what your top 3 favorite streamers to watch?
So let me think. As I told you before, there is R-Oak that started me with streaming thing by watching her. And I liked her, even though she were different. Like, she was one of those that push like me, so I like that. But she was more calm, the way she would talk, it was always nice. So she's very different, but I like her. And another person that I remember, how could I forget? Dirty Sixer. How do you pronounce it? Dirty Sixer?
Sixer? Dirty Sixer?
I don't know. Yes, that one.
Okay.
Him. Yeah. Now I don't see him playing Pop 1. I don't know why. But he also, together with R-Hawk, they were the first that I watched. And D6 actually, 36, it was the one that, I don't know, made me think that I could interact more. Because his stream is amazing. The way he tried every kind of way to interact with their user.
I'm writing this down because I want to look him up.
Yeah. He also made a kind of promo with Big Box for the game.
Oh.
Not long time ago. And his stream is fantastic. I do remember when I saw him, the way he would interact, all the things he had to interact. I was like, how does he do that? So that was an inspiration. He was an inspiration. So D6, I don't know if you watched him, but you inspired me. And you could say that by watching him, he always had everything under control. And that was so cool. Absolutely. Yeah. So I don't know why I forgot. Maybe because recently I didn't see him streaming Pop 1, and I don't know if he's streaming recently. But for sure, I believe he's the best. I'm going to
look him up, check him out, for sure. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to jump into chat here to let you know who
Sonia
also has joined.
765
Adwa Southampton
how do
has
you
joined,
say Bucefalo
saying
again?
hello. Sonia wants to know, how do you say Bucefalo? It's Bucefalo. So if you put butcher and buffalo and smash them together, Bucefalo. Okay? There you go, Sonia. Raging Handicap is here saying hello.
Ciao, Reggie.
Yeah, John Cage.
I like to make him crazy in the lobby, you know. You know what I do with Reggie? Reggie, you know that I told you already. So when I meet him in the lobby, I try to tell him something like, "Oh, you've been camping the earlier game. You've been doing this." And he starts like, "Oh no,
Sonia
I know,
765
and then he's so
said,
pumped that in the
"Got
next
it."
game he comes to you right away like a tsunami. I love it. That's so funny.
Oh,
So
and
I
the
try to
VR
make it
Hub
crazy.
and Vilto is in here. Vilto VR.
Postini Vilto. I've been
Yeah.
asking him how to
And
say
Raging
push
says,
in
I love this
Slovenian.
guy.
So Postini. My pronunciation is no good, but he knows what I'm saying.
Yep. And Raging says he loved you. He thinks you're great.
Nice. Thank you, Reggie. Very nice.
So,
Thank you.
let's talk about your stream a little bit and the content that you give out to us, all of the work that you put into it, the time it takes you to do all of that work. Is there anybody that you would like to say thank you to, whether it's in real life or maybe to a mod or a team that has helped you or a person that has helped you? Is there anybody you want to say thank you to?
Well, there are many actually because well, by streaming you do get something small back, some money back. I mean, at this moment it won't change your life, but you never know, you know, if you grow in a way that it might change even your life. But there are many people that I paid back when I got my first little check from Twitch. And that means that most of the software I use, they are made, they are not from company, but they are from single dev. And guys, really, you should do as I did, but not just because, oh, Bucefalo, you're so nice. It's right. So give them like $5, $10. So send them the money. So I remember the first thing I did, almost all the money, they went in the little software I use. Because they are not big software house. They are just one single person like I could be. They know how to manage the code, and they create this little software that changed completely our way.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are so many. I don't remember. For example, one of the first I used was Chatty for the chat. It's an amazing little software. I mean, you should help him. Then there are some plugins for OBS. OBS is, I did send money to the OBS dev because, guys, OBS, it's one of those software that if it wouldn't be the way it is now, we would have probably paid $200 to have it.
Yep.
So at least it's the most powerful software, and these people needs our love. So whenever you have $5 to donate, go give them. If you use their software, you should. And I mean, it's the way that it should be.
Perfect.
In my opinion. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here's a great question to ask Bucefalo. And I'm sure everybody in chat is probably here for this very question. And they've been waiting the entire stream. Do you wear boxers, briefs, or go commando when you are streaming Population 1?
Shorts. Always shorts.
Very good.
With shorts because it's more comfortable. I mean, like in the movement, because I do move a lot. People that watch my stream, they always wonder, they always tell me, oh, I like the way you move like in a real life. Yeah, I have this little space. I want to move like, you know, I'm avoiding the shots or something. So I move a lot, and with the shorts, obviously, it feels more comfortable. I always have fun on my shorts. And guys, those are swimming suit. It's a swimming suit. Yes, you're right. You've been asking me. So, yes. I also go swim with it after Pop 1.
Okay.
Sonia 765
let's see here. We're going to
That's
talk
a
a little
great
bit
question,
about
Tipsy,
your
LOL.
stream setup, your programs, and your surroundings. Now, you, I don't know if you use a green screen or if you use some other kind of software, but you also have a really cool face you put on. You have all of these gadgets of playing wheel games and stuff. Let's talk about your setup and apps.
As I told you, I try to do always new things, different things, because I like to, first of all, I like to experiment. And second, I like to show something that others don't have. I do use OBS, which is the main software. And then I use, well, some filters, for example, for the Joker face that some people loves, others don't care. But I think also it's part of the entertainment, you know, like to show yourself in a different way. I would like to buy one of those cosplay costume. I think you call it like that in English.
Yep.
Okay. I would like because also that, you know, somehow makes people, you know, just think about different things, you know. So it makes this atmosphere of, I don't know how to say in English.
Instead of doing like a digital avatar, do the real thing.
Yeah. For example, Jensen, another great streamer that I forgot, Jensen Fox.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Love that guy.
I do love him.
He's wearing my costume today.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice.
I did the channel points to make him pick or go buy a costume of my choice, so I made him dress up like a black cat today.
Really? Oh,
yep.
Mamma mia. So sometimes he dress up with these things, he looks so cool, I like it. And I think people, I mean, as I enjoy it, watching him dressing up in different things, I think it would be cool also for me to try it and show others, you know. Yeah, that's an idea also.
Awesome.
And then I use other third-party software, like for example, Stream Avatar, which makes those little avatars of
the little things across the bottom.
Yeah, they're cute also because many people don't know, but you can actually interact with them during the stream. So for example, you can duel. There is me and Tipsy. I can duel you. So I just write duel Tipsy. And I go there and I start to fight with you, and one of the two will win.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, or for example, I can hug you. So my avatar goes there and hug you. Or, well, so many things, you know. It's when I saw it, I was on D6 stream the first time. And, you know, you somehow, at least me, I feel ashamed to go and ask him, hey, can you tell me how you do
how do you do that?
Things? So I try to lurk in that case. And I don't know, I think it took me like 1 month to understand that he was using this software, which, guys, is Stream Avatar, and you can buy it on Steam, okay? So it's nothing so secret. And I like it. It's when people start to use it during the stream, they can interact with those little things, and you can change lots of things.
Well, now I'm going to be in there messing around with it, you know.
yeah, it's really cute. There are some other things inside that avatar, Stream Avatar, that I didn't even try to play.
Okay.
But you have a final boss, for example, so all the avatars will fight a huge boss. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting.
Very cool. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Any other things in your surroundings, setups, and apps that you want to share?
Let me think. Oh well, the green screen, we said it already. Yes. I've been trying to use recently an external microphone instead of the one of the Oculus Quest, which is good because, I mean, when you remove your headset, you know, sometimes you block the microphone with your finger.
Oh, I guess so.
Happens to you.
Yep.
To me, it happened many times, and I was thinking to do population one, but also go to the computer, and then I would switch to the external microphone. I had some problem just with a little bit of delay of sound, but that was the last thing I was, let's say, experimenting. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you use AirLink or do you use the Oculus Link?
Virtual desktop. Virtual desktop.
Okay.
I've been trying to use AirLink, but it doesn't work for the kind of stream I do because I try to interact a lot.
Okay.
And the way I can switch from here, from Population One World to Virtual Desktop by double clicking on the left controller, to me makes big difference compared to AirLink. Even though with AirLink I could have some other things that I don't have with Virtual Desktop, but still I tried it a few times and AirLink doesn't, I mean, to me
doesn't do
least,
it.
No.
Okay.
Virtual Desktop wins. Yeah, in my case at least. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when we're playing the game, you have a very important decision to make. You hit that launch button, they put you in a lobby, and then the game starts. You have to choose whether you're going to hot drop or pod. What do you do and when do you do it?
So I would say hot drop most of the times because it gives you that excitement right away, because when your drop is like gambling. You might find the right weapon, you kill your enemy, or your enemy comes close to you, somehow gets that weapon much faster than you, and then you're done. But in few cases, wait, I have somebody just subscribed. Thank you, guys.
Yay!
Sorry. Thank you. So in some platform, obviously you have a really bad drop. I mean, so in those cases, like in Frontier, when you are all the way on the right platform, you cannot drop because it will take too long to reach anything, and you're done.
Okay.
So I would say hot drop. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hot drop.
All right. Big question for you here. If you feel uncomfortable answering it, you can always give me a list of them so it doesn't make you in an uncomfortable situation. But yes. Who do you think, in your opinion, today, who is the best Pop 1 player?
So I would say there is a group of great players. I admire them because the way they play, it's amazing. Sometimes I always wonder how they do that, but it can be done, and they are great. One above all, that when it happens to play against him, it's always entertaining. It's Creamy.
Yeah. Yep.
He's very good. The way he moves, the way he builds and moves, and somehow he always gets you. And then recently, which I never heard of, but many people told me, no, he's like one of the OG and he's a great player. I don't even remember very well the name. I think it's Shangriad, something like that.
I will have to look it up. I might be I follow almost every
maybe people
Pop 1
in the
streamer.
chat knows about him. Is Shangriad.
Okay. If you guys know who he's talking about in chat, put him in there. Let's see.
Yeah. Can you please name it? So when it happened, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We were playing, and we tried to play this guy, like all of us, and he was like bim, and I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? And then in the end, he got us all, and I said, but who the fuck is this Shangriad? And they said, oh no, he's a great player. And I was like, I never seen him.
Well, Parksky says it's Shagroid. Does that sound right?
This one.
Yep.
This one.
Yep.
Yes.
It looks like Shagroid. Shagroid.
Yes.
Okay.
That's him. And guys, can you believe it? I didn't know about him till 2 weeks ago, but everybody, whenever they say, "Oh no, he's a great player,"
does he stream?
I never know.
Do you know if he streams?
Does.
Okay.
I don't think he does.
Bummer.
But I mean, he's a great player. I mean, if he's always been like that, he's totally amazing.
Yeah.
I was impressed positively. And then I also remember when I made my first kill on VR Soldado, and I was very excited because I always considered him one of the best players. Right now, I don't think he's really the best, but he's a great player, obviously. But I do remember at the beginning, the first time I killed him, I was so overexcited, like, oh, I killed him. You know, like, oh. So
I mean, that's how I would feel if I killed you. I mean,
don't worry. For me, to kill me, it's too easy. So don't get too excited, okay?
I mean, that's kind of where my level's at. I'd be like, Bucefalo, I killed him! Yay!
Don't worry. If we are in the match, you can have that excitement. Kind of easy, don't worry. Sometimes I make really things that...
All right. Here's the deal. If we're in the same lobby, the very first time, you have to put your hands up and I get to kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay. I will come with a knife.
Okay.
I will come with a knife anyway.
Oh, that's
I have nothing,
funny.
but you can kill me. Don't worry. It's very easy.
All right.
I think I never seen someone saying, "Oh, I killed Bucefalo." So that means that, what did you have today? I had a coffee. I killed Bucefalo.
It's just my normal morning.
So, I wish it would be more excitement, guy, but it's like that.
All right. We're down to the last question of the interview. It's a question about, do you have a proudest achievement or a moment in Pop 1 where you were like, that was awesome, and I just want to share with everybody how awesome that was, whether it's a person you met or something that happened in a match
Sonia
or
765.
awesome
So
kill.
the first was when I
LOL.
killed VR Soldado the first time, and that you know, when you feel proud for something, like finally I did it. I think that was the first really big achievement I had. And then the gold PJ, because they can give us anything, but guys, when you reach the gold PJ, sorry, in Population 1, it's the biggest moment for everyone. So everybody should celebrate. Don't believe those that say, you made it finally. No, because it's a long road, so you have to be here, you have to sweat. And from I remember one thing, from 56 to 60, when you think, oh, I'm almost there. Well, fuck, it took more than 6 months from 56 to 60. And somebody, you're almost there, like, I almost made it, almost. And the time goes by. It's crazy. So for every player here in Population 1, I think the gold PJ is really the moment of, you know, you made it. You made it, you're there, you say, gold PJ. But then don't wear it for too long because you are a target, at least before. I remember I told myself I would keep it for 1 month, and that was the worst month ever. Everyone was just shooting at you. I mean, there would be like 5 enemies. Let's shoot the gold PJ. That mother loser. It was crazy. I think I never wear it anymore. I don't think so, indeed. No. I got shocked. I won't wear it anymore. I don't think so.
Oh, well, those are all my questions for you today, Bucefalo. I want to say thank you so much for not necessarily short notice, but not a lot of notice to get you in here to do this. I wanted to reach out to some of my European streamers. I haven't done so much of the attention, and you guys deserve it. You're in there just as much as the US folks are, and I would just want to say thank you for your content. All of the work that you put into it to make your stream stronger than other streamers, more entertaining, more personal, so that we feel like we're in there with you. And it almost feels like instead of just watching a stream, we're watching like an actual game with a beginning and an end. And during the whole time you're in there and you're doing your dances, like in your dances being, you know, getting in your matches and winning or losing and playing with different people and stuff. It's very entertaining. So thank you for all your efforts.
Thank you to you, Tipsy. It was very nice to be here. And also, ciao guys. Ciao to all the mother loser. Doesn't matter what, remember, push, push, and push, all right? Don't forget this.
You can find this guy on Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok. Look for Bucefalo.
And also Instagram.
And Instagram, there you go. Look for Bucefalo Rome. And Bucefalo, I want to say thank you one last
Tipsy,
time.
before I forget, there is also an OnlyFans channel where if you're lucky, I remove my headset. So OnlyFans / Bucefalo. I wait for you there, guys.
Sweet. All right. Fans only.
don't type it. There is nothing, I hope. Don't type it.
You know, now people are going to do it. You said it. People are going to do it.
Now on the news, today there was a spike on the search for OnlyFans Bucefalo.
Gotta check this out. All right. Well, we're going to say farewell.
Thank you so much.
Have a great afternoon. Are you going to be streaming after this?
Yes, I think in less than half an hour. First, one coffee, and then let's pop in.
Beautiful. Pop into Bucefalo. Make sure you guys watch his content if you haven't liked and follow, and share his streaming content out. I appreciate everything you do, and have a great one. We'll see you later.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Ciao, guys. Ciao, Tipsy. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining the TipsyTrixie Takeover. That was Bucefalo Rome. I appreciate you guys joining the early morning stream. I have the day off, so I will be doing other interviews today. I've got Kai Jelly and Cosmoon, a duo interview, and that one's going to be kicking off around, let's see here, I believe it's the 2 o'clock Central Time. And then 2 or 3 o'clock, I gotta check. And then Jeezy will be on later this afternoon, around 6 p.m. Central Time. I want you guys to pop in, join, share out the content, say hello. I literally took the day off because I hate my job, but I thought I would go ahead and fill the day with joy on Pop One. So I will hopefully see you guys all very shortly, and I appreciate you. Catch you on the flip side.